Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, the Meru MCS impeached Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza. 59 MCS present in that assembly voted to impeach the governor. No one voted against them, and this was the total number in the House. And in that impeachment, Governor Kawira Mwangaza is facing about 7 charges. And these are some of the charges here. That is gross misconduct, misappropriate of county funds, usurping the law and the constitution, nepotism, bullying, contempt of court, and naming a public road after her husband without following the stipulated process. Those are the charges that the embattled governor is facing. But above all, we have people who are backing this impeachment. And 2 individuals have been mentioned. Number 1, the Meru Senator, Kadhuri Murungi. And number 2, CS for Agriculture, Mithika Linturi. These individuals are backing the impeachment of Governor Kawira Mwangaza. This is not the first time Kawira Mwangaza is being impeached. Remember, it happened earlier. About 67 MCS voted to impeach Governor Kawira Mwangaza. This time round, it's 59. Of course, we know what happened. Kawira Mwangaza was served in the Senate. Then we saw Gachagwa, under instruction from William Ruto, to meet Kawira Mwangaza and the Meru MCS and sort out the issue. But then even after that meeting, instead what we saw is another arrangement of a new impeachment of Governor Kawira Mwangaza. So the question is, what role was Gachagwa playing in Meru politics? Because in one of our previous video here, we saw Moses Kuria putting a blame in the infight in Meru County Assembly on Rigathi Gachagwa. Remember, when the police officers harassed and even attempted to arrest Kawira Mwangaza, Kuria put a blame on Rigathi Gachagwa. So the big question is, what is the problem with the Kenya Kwanza government as far as the leadership of women in this country is concerned? Kawira Mwangaza is just among the few women who got a chance to serve as a governor. But seemingly, this regime might go down as the first ever administration to foresee, not even foresee, in fact, they are the one who are supporting, they are the one who are sponsoring the impeachment of a woman leader. We are still struggling with the issue of 2/3 gender rule in this country. At one point, Maraga wrote a letter to Uhuru Kenyatta asking to dissolve the parliament because it had failed to implement the 2/3 gender rule. And now we have Kenya Kwanza here. I will tell you how they are doing this. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. First of all, the fact remains that there's new ground that the MCS in Meru have laid down to impeach Governor Kawira Mwangaza. All the 7 grounds of impeachment are still the same they used in the previous impeachment. The issue of nepotism, but they cannot substantiate it, and all those other many things. So there is no new thing to put against Kawira Mwangaza other than the previous accounts they used. But for you to understand that William Ruto men are involved in this, with William Ruto's blessing, you just need to go and check on why Kawira Mwangaza, as of late, was being stopped by police officers to run the county operations in Meru County. She has a program of helping the poor in terms of agriculture. That is, agriculture is devolved function. But national government is holding to the money at the top. Wameacha governor huko wafanye kazi bila pesa. So yeah, that program she's delivering, that is cows to the needy family, among other things, just to help those families. But police officers, through an order from Kithure Kindiki, stopped Kawira Mwangaza. And Kithure Kindiki, he was heard very clear saying that he had disbanded those kind of operations of helping the poor in Meru County overseen by Kawira Mwangaza. Alisimamisha akasema those programs should not take place at all. How can a CS stop governor from running county operations within the law? Hakuwa anaua watu, hakuwa anatumia pesa za serikali ya juu, alikuwa anatumia pesa za county government. Na kama uko na shida yoyote na hizo pesa, take her to court. He failed. That was already an indication of national government using an interior CS to fight Governor Kawira Mwangaza. This regime does not like women leadership. We saw Anne Waiguru at one point being impeached, but because she was a woman leader, they had other ways of negotiating and correcting her mistake, but allowing her to serve that term. Uhuru did it because Uhuru was looking on how to help women to ascend to power, to empower the women, and create that perception that indeed women can lead. This regime is creating a negative perception that women cannot lead. This is the first regime to harass women using MCS. They use police officers, they use MCS. Ruto is not happy with women leadership. Those MCS impeaching Kawira Mwangaza are elected on UDA ticket, backed by the senator and the CS for agriculture. And that's my second point. If the CS, a man who is sitting in the cabinet where Ruto is chairing, has the mandate to come down here and support MCS using his office, the power in his office, to impeach a governor in his own county, then that tells you that it has the blessing of William Ruto. So Mythical Ntuli is not supporting MCS just on his own account. Ruto, if indeed he's not supporting, he would have already made a phone call to Mythical Ntuli, because he's having under him, he's an appointee of the president, to stop him from facilitating MCS to impeach the governor. Sasa hao MCA wanapata pesa kutoka kwa Mythical Ntuli, na hiyo ni pesa ya agriculture, ushuru ya Wakenya kwa ofisi yake, and the powers and privilege in his office to initiate an impeachment of a woman governor. Alafu senator ako hapo. This is a witch hunt, and we know Mithika Lintura was not happy that Kawira Mwangaza trounced him down in the 2022 general election. Kawira Mwangaza was just forced to align herself within the Kenya Kwanza because she did not have even a single MCA on her side. That's the problem now. If you're elected on a party ticket, at least you can have a number of MCAs. She did not have even a single MCA. She ran on an independent ticket. So she had no another option. But because she's not working on how they thought or being aligned in fully supporting William Ruto and showing signs that she's not willing even to vie on UDA ticket, then they have to oust her using even procedural means and lawful means, propaganda. So this alone tells you that Ruto is one of the biggest enemy of women leadership in this country. There is no any other way we can say this. And the Kenya Kwanza regime is against women leadership. That's why they are sponsoring MCS to impeach. A governor was elected through the ballot by majority or popular vote.